Hi, I'm Phyllis and my website is southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to fix what I'm going to haltingly call Mexican cheese soup. Now, I couldn't find any Mexican soup that even looked like this, okay? So we're going to get started. I'm going to tell you how I discovered this. So, first thing we want to do, I'm going to move y'all back a little bit. Now I've already got some tortillas that I coated both sides with a little bit of olive oil and then just used the pizza cutter to cut them in quarters, put them in the oven, baked them at 400 degrees for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. We like them puffed up like that too, by the way. So they're almost like chips. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so we're going to melt 3 tablespoons of butter in a little pot. I'm just going to let that melt. Turn my burner down to sort of a little above medium. Alright, so the way I discovered this, so I'm just going to talk while this is getting hot. Alright, here's the way I discovered this. So a lady wrote in when I made the Chile Rellonos and told me about a restaurant in Las Vegas, and the reason she wrote in is because I had mentioned I didn't like the tomatoey kind of salsa or whatever it was on the Chile Rellonos. I liked them just plain. And so she started in her comment, and y'all can look back and you can probably find that comment because it was kind of a long comment. And she started telling me about the way she liked them. Of course, she didn't like the tomatoey sauce either. And so this restaurant in Las Vegas became famous because they used a type of white sauce on the Chile Rellonos instead of the tomatoey stuff. So I thought, wow, that sounds like something I would really like. So I tried to figure out, because she had said sort of a white sauce, I figured it had cheese in it of some kind. So I started trying to copy it, and this is what I discovered. I don't know if this is the same thing that they did or not, but this is what happened when I made it. It was so good, I started eating it just like it was, you know, in a little bowl. So we've got, back to this now, we've got 3 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Make sure you use all-purpose, or you could use bread flour, cake flour, but not self-rising. So we're just going to cook this just a little bit. We don't want to brown it or anything. It's just like we were making a white sauce. And get it bubbly and all. Yeah, I loved that sauce that actually I turned into soup, and Mr. Bucky felt the same way I did. He absolutely loved it too. So now that it's bubbling, I'm going to still turn my heat down to between low and medium. And now to this, I'm going to add, now hold on to your seats here, because this is going to shock you, probably. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 1 whole tablespoon. Just mix that around in that flour. And you're not really going to brown it or anything. You're just kind of mixing it in. And now to this, we're going to add 3 cups of whole milk. Now I went ahead and heated my milk up so it's kind of warm in the microwave. You're just going to dump it in, stirring as you dump it in. And that's 3 full cups of whole milk. Now, I think you could probably use low-fat milk if you wanted to, but that would seem not right when you see what else we're going to add to this. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the cheese to it. Now, in the meantime, of course, it's getting hot, so let's go ahead and add a teaspoon of salt to this. Kind of a slight teaspoon. You don't need much because the other ingredients are going to be salty. Now, while that is getting heated up, and I'm going to stir it occasionally, you want to make sure this does not boil. You don't want it to boil, but you want to get it right to the point of boiling. All right, this is what we're going to add. Queso Fresco, I think is the way you say that, if I'm not saying it right. I know the queso's right, but I don't know how they say the Fresco. Anyway, this is a 12-ounce pack, and I'm going to cut that straight in two and only use 6 ounces of it. So just cut it straight in two like that. And then I'm just going to cut it again, just to make it easier for it to melt in that hot milk. Let's just cut it up more than that. Little pieces. Yeah, y'all, I cannot tell you how good this was. You'll just have to try it. It was absolutely fantastic. And it was so good. I mean, who even remembered why I was making it? I didn't. So I made it again after that. And just to see, was it just us that day? Maybe we were hungry or something. I don't know. But the next time I fixed it, we liked it just as well. So we're just going to go ahead and put all that cheese in. And now, to make it even more cheesy, we're going to use, this is an 8-ounce pack of Monterey Jack cheese. Now, I wondered about using the pepper jack, but I just wanted to keep it as simple as it was because that's the way it was so delicious. And if somebody in Mexico or in South America makes a soup like this, great. But I can tell you, I could not find a soup like this on YouTube, even though there might have been one. And again, it was just discovering it because I was trying to make the sauce the other lady mentioned. And I think I'm going to tell the first part of that. The comment was Sylvia H. And I won't tell you the rest of her number, but you can look up on the Chile Rellonos in the comments and you can probably find her story about this. And this might not be what those people in the restaurant made. Actually, it was the owner's wife in the restaurant that made this sauce. And of course, all I did was try to figure out what the lady used. And again, you want to keep stirring this. I'm going to go ahead and put now the Monterey Jack in there too. And see, it already smells good. That garlic, you really, when I first tried it, I only put a little bit of garlic in. But then I thought, yeah, we need to put a lot of garlic in this, and that's what I did. All right, y'all, I'm going to keep stirring this soup until everything melts. And again, you want to be real cautious. Do not let it come to a boil because you don't want that milk to separate. All right, we'll be back when this gets ready. I wanted to come back real quick and tell you something else I forgot to tell you a while ago. The second time I made this, I didn't have enough milk, and so I used non-fat dry milk, and it worked. Now, the non-fat dry milk did, I don't know, it looked like little dots of cheese in there. I think that was really the powdered milk, but it worked just as well. It tasted fantastic, y'all. I'm still stirring. It's probably been about 10 minutes. You do have to stir it the whole time because you do not want it to stick to the bottom of the pot. And you also do not want it to start boiling. All right, y'all, I'm very excited. I can't wait till this gets ready. We'll be back in a minute. All right, the soup is just about ready. I think if I was not stirring it, it would go ahead and start to boil. But I can still see those little specks in there, and I really thought that was to do with using the non-fat dry milk. But I'm now thinking it's the Queso Fresco that's making it look like that. Yeah, That's what it is. Little specks of cheese. That's what that is, yeah. Okay, y'all, we're going to get this in the bowls, and we'll show you what it looks like in the bowls. All right, we are ready to eat, and I wanted to see if I could do a real close-up. I don't know if you can see those little specks I was talking about when they cut that light off. See them there? See the little specks right in there? That's the way that, that's the cheese, and I had thought that was because I used non-fat dry milk, but it seems it was not. Now, if you want to make this an actual sauce for your chili rellonos, then you would just probably need to add 1 cup less milk. In other words, only use 2 cups of milk, and that would make a nice sauce to go over the chili rellonos. All right, y'all, we're ready to eat, and I can't wait. I just absolutely love this soup. Even though I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, I eat it anyway. It is that good. All right, y'all, we will see y'all next time.